welcome to the home of the Florida State Seminoles, Doak Campbell Stadium in Tallahassee. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets, taking on a participant from the playoff last year, the Florida State Seminoles. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. The Noles will kick it away to start. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. So the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets offense will have the football first. This wide receiver matchup is one that we've been waiting to see. You have two guys on either side, Jesse, who are really going to make the secondaries nervous.
Oh, they should, because these guys can take the top off of defense. You've got two very dynamic individuals playing on each offense, and I'm playing quarterback in this game for either team. I am going to take my shots and give my guy an opportunity, because both of these guys, David, have proven they can make circus-level catches.
I mean, when they're not open, they're open. I mean, they can make the dynamic catches, the contested catches. They have the speed. They are two of the best playmakers in all of the country. So whenever an offense has the football today, you're going to like the show.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Fakes to grab. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds. Let's take a second to look at the big picture for Georgia Tech. Really interesting matchup here. It's always fun when the top two teams in the conference get to square off in the regular season. With all the expansion, it's become a little bit of a rarity, hasn't it?
It has. Obviously, there's so many teams in each conference, but head-to-head still very much matters. So if you're sitting, obviously, at the top like these teams are, the head-to-head this day will really matter down the road.
Yeah, this was a game we circled way back in the preseason, expecting these two teams to be as good as they are, and now we get to find out who's the best in conference. Both these teams relishing this opportunity to show not only their opponent, but the rest of the conference who the top dog is.
The Seminoles offense will take the field for the first time. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're always motivated. They're always being a great teammate. These are the guys that coaches love.
And big-time players make big plays in big games, right? These are the guys that have to play well if they're going to win games like this. Be interesting to see what they do today.
They'll run it behind the big guys on the left. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down. And the Noles come to the line in the hurry-up.
And the defense gives up the first down. And oh, here they go. They're going fast. No time to substitute. Got to communicate quickly and get back on the line of scrimmage.
Looking to throw on first down. Out of the backfield, he's open. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. So now it's second and long. Back to pass. He's got his man. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
The Seminoles can really attack on this second and short. In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to set the tone early. It's all about creating momentum out of the gate. Both of these teams had this game circled all offseason, David. They know what's riding on the line here.
There's so much riding on the line. Who gets to Atlanta down the road? Bragging rights, recruiting rights, all this stuff. Once you get in conference play, it means a lot every single week.
Makes the grab. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. They'll move the wide receiver. They'll run it from the gun.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. Toss sweep to the right. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Seminoles.
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Ramblin' Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Going right to work up top. Fires to the wideout. Working on the right. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Complete. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
The give to the left side. He was looking for some place to put his foot in the ground, but the defense was everywhere. He's knocked down behind the line.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going, handing the ball.
A cacophony of noise, debilitating surround sound, the war chant on third down at the dope. Deep shot for the end zone. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down. And the Yellow Jackets will call on their punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And that one will bounce and roll out of bounds. Let's see exactly where they mark it. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they
turning it on. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Tackle is made at the 44, but he picked up 10 yards, had enough for a first down.
It's just not easy to bring this guy down, is it? He is so dangerous once he gets the ball in his hands, and it makes me think back to old great Seminole running backs like Warwick Dunn, Travis Minor, a guy that I used to play against. How about Dalvin Cook even? Just guys that could make the first guy miss, and then they were able to just explode and burst and take it the distance. This guy right here, he is a unique talent.
And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these third downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on second down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up third and long, and now you're set up to fail.
He is guided out of bounds, and they'll mark it at the 28. They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. And the Seminoles headed quickly to the line. Looking to pass inside the red zone. He's got it on the move. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. They'll try to get it in with the run. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Florida State.
I love running backs that have a nose for the goal, understand understand how to get there, finish strong into the end zone, know I get 6, and then go celebrate with your boys.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. To the air on first down. Unloads to the wideout. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
This time on target. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one. That's the end of the quarter, and Florida State has the lead. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. So first down here as they go back to work. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Fires to the wideout. Got his man on the right. Breaks into the open. He'll work his way down to the 28. This offense has had trouble getting it in gear, but maybe a little life here on 1st and 10. Wants to throw again. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He'll try to take it back. The 20. Past the 10. Touchdown, no! And they turn it into a defensive score. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead.
And how about that play by this defense? Reading the running back, coming out of the backfield, breaking on the football, making the pick, and then walking himself into the end zone for a touchdown.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. They're looking at a 21-point hole. There's still time to do some work, but there's also no time to waste. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Unloads to the wideout. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
I love that play call by the offensive coordinator. Your quarterback just threw a pick 6. You want to pick him right back up, right? So don't handcuff him. On the very first play of the next drive, let him throw the football to try to reestablish a rhythm and reestablish.
He's got it on the outside. He's into plus territory, knocked out of bounds after the nice game. Mark it at the 47.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. Wants to throw on first down. Right on the money. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. The Yellow Jackets in the hurry-up.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Now the play fake. He'll take a shot. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
How about this? It's out of bounds inside the 10, and they're going to mark it right around the 5-yard line. What a great job there. All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. Got the first down and more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, it's going to be hard to stop.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. And the Seminoles trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And this is every defensive coordinator's dream, right? Watching your defense go out on 1st down, TFL, 2nd down, TFL. Now you set up 3rd and long. Everybody knows they're going to throw it, and your pass rushers can pin their ears back. Outstanding job being physical by this defense.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. Takes it on the return. He gets a block. The Rambling Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. They really needed to get points on this drive to sort of steady the ship. Bunch formation for these receivers. They'll start this drive going to the air. It's complete. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Line getting set on 2nd down. Back in motion, trying to clear the picture. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Makes the grab along the sidelines, and they get enough for the 1st down.
Nice job there by the receiver on the out route, not telegraphing where he's going. You can't be peeking to the outside, giving the defender an opportunity to break on the ball. He kept his eyes right down the field. DB had no idea where he was going, and that helped make that completion a whole lot easier.
Stop behind the line, he'll lose a yard.
And there was no space, nowhere to go. That play went absolutely nowhere.
Sometimes you just need a dude to show up and make a play, and he did.
Sometimes you just need to block that dude, and they didn't.
And the Yellow Jackets with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Fires toward the end zone. And they can't hook up, going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Ball's at the 24. A lot of confidence in their kicker from here, but they'd love to take it off of his foot and convert the 1st down. From the gun, wants to pass. And this is dropped. Oh, my goodness. Sometimes you're just too open.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're at 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
It's good.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Leaves it with the back. Finds his way ahead for 5, and now they've got it at the 28.
All right, great little run there. Listen, it wasn't phenomenal. He didn't get a 1st down, but what does it do? Now it makes 2nd down easier. The play caller looking at his sheet going, all right, I can throw it, I can run it. Still in a great position, ready to stay ahead of the chains.
He's close to the 1st down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. The Seminoles want to crank the tempo. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down. The Seminoles come to the line with a new set of downs.
Nice job by this offense converting the third down. Listen, third and short, they know you're going to run the football, and they still did a great job being physical. Third downs has been such a struggle for this offense. Bottom 50, one of the worst in college football. Nice job on that play.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. They'll go to the ground. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. With the catch, it's landing. Oh, he's got some space. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
The play action fake. Bringing the heat. On target to the left. Inside the 20-yard line. Pushed out at the 18, and they're in business. They've moved it to the 19. 1st and 10. Scrambling away. He'll step out of bounds at about the 11.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Long drive continues as the offense keeps working the ball down the field. Under fire. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now is taking out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place, and that time they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
Fires to the end zone. Touchdown, Seminoles. Snagged in the end zone to give them 6.
And we are officially in blowout mode. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen so many explosive plays, and they score again before going in at halftime, guys. I'm hoping we can have a running clock here in the second half.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, we've got a final score for a notable game today in the American. Navy put together a very impressive showing in one of the more complete victories we've seen from the midshipmen in some time. Anchors away indeed for the boys from Annapolis. Never a dull moment when it comes to the American. Back to you guys.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Off play action. And the rush will get to him at the 25. The Yellow Jackets moving quickly to the line. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Just a short pass to the tight end. And the Yellow Jackets will punt this one away. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Throws to the wideout. Pass is incomplete, and by this stage of his career, you'd think a junior quarterback might take a little better care of the football. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Back to throw, and they've got to be aware of the clock. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And everyone needs to have their packages. When they go 5 wide and they spread you wide, what's your answers? And I like the defense right here, bringing pressure, getting to the quarterback, and hitting him as he throws the football.
Looking for a crease to the left. Got enough for the first down and wants more. Gets it inside the 40, brought down at the 39, and they can't stop the clock. Looking downfield on first down. Fires to the wideout. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open.
He's taking the shot. The pass is incomplete, and 1 second is left.
This is going to be a tough situation for the offense here. Late in the first half, they're trying to find a way to generate some points before going into the locker room, but the defense is ready for it. So the windows are not going to be very big, especially when you're trying to attack vertically like they did on that last one. Downfield completions are going to be tough to come by.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Takes a hit as he fires. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
All right, guys, looks like we've got a great one in Tallahassee going on.
The Yellow Jackets will kick it off to start the second half. Fielded in the end zone, it's Hawkins. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. Not sure they had to make many adjustments at halftime as they try to build on this lead here in the 3rd. Got to be smart, patient, great vision, uses all of that to get to the 29.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
The give to the running back from the shotgun. They'll mark him down at the 40 after ripping off 10. The Noles will hustle for the line.
Defense gives up the pretty big run. They get the first down, and listen, you got to reload quick now because this offense, they got their foot on the accelerator.
Finds his tight end. There he goes. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
Well, there are a lot of offenses out there that would probably be a little bit more conservative when you've got a lead like this in the 3rd quarter. But when you've got the playmakers these guys have at the skill positions throwing the football, you should keep airing it out, and that's exactly what they're doing now.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
Punts it out of the air. Delivers the stiff arm. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it 1st and goal. They want to throw it. Looking for the score. And he can't quite make the connection as he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity.
And that's a good job by this defense, man. You drop back, you play really smart, play sound. Understand, there's not a lot of field to cover, and they couldn't fit the ball in a window. Good pass defense.
And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play, and I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver, he's going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
After back-to-back misfires, they're hoping this time's the charm on 3rd and goal. Trying to find the end zone. Touchdown, Florida State. And they take it in for 6 more points. Getting set for the point after. And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. They march 78 yards down the field, and they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. Snags it quickly on the left. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
The thing I like about this slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route run. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry together.
Unloads to the wideout. Complete to the right. They get him out of bounds. Couple of yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling. They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Well, you can see the frustration on this guy's face. He's one of the best receivers in college football, and they knew coming into this game that he had to get touches, but you can't say enough about how good this defense has been defending him. They've always had...
Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
And if this offense wants to get back in the football game, it starts up front. Like, they've got to do a better job of protecting their quarterback. A 3rd down and long situation coming up, they'll have another opportunity. They got to keep their quarterback upright.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Lets it slip right through his hands, and it'll be 4th down after the rare drop from this dude. And the Yellow Jackets will line up to punt it away. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Here's the return. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. Takes the handoff. It's Hawkins. Turning it on. Inside the 30. He's at the 10. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Noles. You're not going to keep the lid on this guy forever. Sooner or later, he's going to get loose.
He is. He's a bad mother. Shut your mouth. I mean, this dude can make plays. That's why you keep feeding it to him, because at some point, he's going to break it loose and make a huge play.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better...
And here's a fumble way behind the line. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
And the defense able to get pressure to the quarterback, and they've got everybody trying to swipe at the football. The impact on the hit sometimes jars the ball loose. Great job with the pass rush, and a better job forcing a turnover.
Great place to start for this offense. Looking to throw on 1st down. Flips it out on the screen. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Seminoles.
Yeah, and that's a nice job selling it by the offense. Dropping back, making it look like it's pass. That running back slipping out of the backfield, throwing the football, getting a dynamic playmaker in space. And he says, I got this, I'll do the rest, and gets the touchdown.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Rambling Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. This one feels as if it's starting to get away from them a little bit, Jesse.
Yeah, Reese, there's a lot of teams in college football at this point that would just quit. So, David, we're going to find out a lot about this team right here.
Yeah, just running out of opportunities. You give opportunities away like this, you're trailing. Every possession is going to be important from here on in.
Open the drive with a chunk play out past the 40, and they are in business on first down. They're trying to seal the edge off right tackle. He gets nothing, and they're staying stubborn with this running game, but at some point you're going to have to change your thought process. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. Throws to the wideout. Finds a man in the middle. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. Here's an opportunity for this offense in search of its first touchdown. It's 1st and 10. He's stopped dead in his tracks again. No running room to be found. They keep trying and have had very little success.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
Fires to the wideout. Complete to the left. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18. The Yellow Jackets will have it 1st and 10. Quick completion to the right. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
And a great job by the defense seeing it right away, reacting to the screen, going and getting the football, and getting the fast playmaker on the ground.
The run from the shotgun. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy.
And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets!
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
And he added the extra point. So a well-executed 8-play, 75-yard drive. And the scoring play came on the 12-yard run. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. And even after that last score, still working with a great big cushion. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. Under fire. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
It'll be 3rd and long. Quarterback making checks. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Going for the big play. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. And the Noles line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He's got it. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. They haven't had a whole lot of production nor much to show for it on the scoreboard so far, and if they're going to get back in this game, it needs to start right now. He'll do it himself. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play.
And when these quarterbacks run these zone reads or read options, whatever you want to call them, they have to put their eyes on a certain defender. And they're reading him, and basically, you can't be right. That's what makes it so hard to defend, because if you do one thing, he's going to do the other. You do the other thing, he's going to do the other. So, good luck stopping him.
And the Yellow Jackets line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. He's got the tight end. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this 3rd period. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. We've come to the end of the period, and Florida State has the lead. This has been a complete obliteration so far, as the 3rd quarter stats will show you. They go back to work with a first down in the final period of this one. To the air, it's Mahan. Got his man. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Like the mitts, the big fella coming in with the catch. Hey, running a little bit of a route, showing a little wiggle, getting open, throwing the football. That's going to catch you, big fella.
Looking to fire. Here's a heat. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss.
And I absolutely love what this defense is doing, man. You know exactly what time it is. You've got a big lead. They're going to have to throw the football. So more nickels, more dimes. Bring the speed on the field and get ready to play the pass.
He lobs one high down the left side. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. The Yellow Jackets will send out the punt unit. They're up to a half dozen kicks today. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Finds his back in the middle. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Looking to throw on 1st down. Zings it complete to the right.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
The Seminoles in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Pulls it and fires to the left. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. That one interception and the loss last week really stuck with him, but he's answered by taking care of the football in this game.
Nice answer. Just a nice bounce back. When you're the leader and you're the guy that everybody looks to and you handle adversity from last week like you did today in this game, nice job by this quarterback leading this team.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Finding open areas. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
And I think as a running back, if you're this guy, you're licking your chops right now. This is what you want, right? You've got a big lead in the 4th quarter, and you're smiling because you know you are going to get the rock. They're going to force-feed you the football to try and ice this game, and he's paying him off right now. That's a really nice run.
They stop him behind the line of scrimmage. He ran through one guy, but not through the rest. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The lost yardage leaves them with 2nd and 11. They've got him looking run. Now they're going to throw it. Finds his man. It's Lanning. Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 21-yard line, just outside the red zone, and they are looking to get one in here. And the Seminoles with the 1st and 10. Quickly out to the tight end. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
This guy's gotten off to a good statistical start, guys. With that last completion, he's already now over 1,000 passing yards on the season, and man, you know he's looking for more.
And the Seminoles had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. fires to the tight end. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
Well, there's an example of the quarterback just creating on the fly, because I think that was supposed to go to the running back on a screen, and he just saw an open guy downfield and said, I don't know, I'm just going to throw it down to this dude. He's wide open. I know it's not how we drew it up, but we'll take it.
Gonna run it. It's Hawkins. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Florida State. They extend the lead here in the fourth, and after stumbling early, about to push their record to 3-1.
And honestly, it's been about complementary football in this game, right? We've seen this offense go up and down the field. They've been lighting up the scoreboard, but the defense has done a great job, too, getting off the field and putting their offense in really good position in this game. The head coach has got to love what he's seen on both sides of the ball today.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
Breaks into the open. Oh, what a cut. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47.
The defense has got to do a better job with assignment football. Somebody has to be accounting for the quarterback on these run plays. You know you're going to see it. You've seen it on film. The option play, nobody home. He just takes off. That's an easy first down pickup for the offense. Moving forward now, the defense, they've got to settle in, and they've got to start playing better when it comes to assignment football.
Tried to hit him with a quick game on first down, and nothing doing there.
You know, as a quarterback, you believe in your matchup. And then my running back, if I can get him the ball in space, he's going to win a lot of times. He didn't that time. The defense was ready. Nice job in the open field making the nice tackle.
They'll run the screen. They'll stop him just short of the first down marker on the screen.
Well, a nice gainer on that running back screen. How about the offensive line getting downfield and getting blocks to really help out the back, find some space to go to work?
Tight end now in motion. Gives it on the option. That defensive front just flat whipped them as they knock him down for a big loss. And the Yellow Jackets will punt it away on fourth down. Excellent job on the punt. Bounces out of bounds at the 5, and they'll have 95 yards to go in front of them. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick.
Oh, he's got some space. All down, and they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here. It's first down from their own 23-yard line. To the air on first down. Catch in the middle, it's landing. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down. Last completion moves the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. They want that clock to run. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
And I tell you what, it's really nice at this point in the game if you can lean on your run game. When you have the lead, you've got the football late in the game, you can chew that clock and start to really make that defense have a little bit of panic.
The Seminoles want to move quickly. They'll try to get it through the air. Here's the pressure. Makes the grab. Busts through behind his pad. Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one in this offense within striking distance. The Seminoles have it with a 1st and 10.
Get set, get set.
Handoff to the single running back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. They'll run play action. Slings it downfield. Complete to the left. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15.
This guy's looking real sharp this week. Listen, QBs hate throwing picks. He only threw one last week, but that really ate him up all week long in practice. He wanted to come out here, put his best foot forward. He's done just that.
Let's it fly. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. They'll give it to the back. He'll get that one all the way down to the 4-yard line before he stops. And they probably don't need to risk running a play here, but the head coach might want to rub it in just a little bit. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. The give. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
And they just keep piling on the points. We've seen in big moments in this game, they have been able to step up and deliver, particularly on offense. Very impressive performance.
The AT unit on the field. And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Well, this one had all the suspense of a bug hurtling his way toward a windshield, and they did splatter them, an absolutely dominating performance.
You got to give the coaching staff a ton of credit. They obviously had their guys ready to play and motivated right from the opening kick. All three phases we saw, just spectacular football. No matter